Hello, everybody. You know what today is. Disneyland's opening day. Woohoo! I bet you're very excited across the globe. Even if you're not in California, I'm sure you're very, very, very excited. For those of you who do not know, I went last Tuesday of this week. A cast member was kind enough to invite me, and I joyfully accepted. I'm here to share with you some of the things that I discovered and learned. Many of my tribe is there today. Many of my friends went there to experience the opening party. And yay for them. So even though I went early with the cast members, it doesn't mean I got that party experience. But for those of you who are outside of California, up in Northern California, or somewhere where you can't go today or during the 2 months that it's reopened, be sure to go to Mice Chat. Dusty is broadcasting live the entire day, it looks like. I'm not going to commit him to the entire day, but it looks like for the entire day he is broadcasting. So if you go there, you can look at his stream and experience it just as if you were there. Many people told me they cried. Many people said it was very exciting. I am going to take a look at it later and see for myself, of course. I will show you a couple of things. One of the things that impressed me was this bench right here. Disney has these all over around Main Street where you can sit and eat. And the cute thing about this, the really sweet, adorable thing about this is that if you get your food and you can't find a table, then you guys can sit on the bench with the tray. They give you a good tray and you can take it anywhere in the park and eat. And then when you're done, you simply dump the containers into the trash can, set it up on a trash can, and Disney has hired people to just collect the trays no matter where they are. You do not have to take them back to the location. And I would say because of the pandemic, they don't want to have that cross traffic. So that was one thing I discovered. The other thing I discovered was that the cast members are equally, if not more excited to see you than you are to see them. You may have a little competition going, but I want to encourage you when you do go to speak with them. They are so excited. Tuesday, that's the thing I discovered more than anything. Many of them burst into tears. Many of them said that they started crying. Many of them were just so excited to see their friends. It was like a giant family reunion. Now, those of you who are Walt Disney Worldites, don't think it's the same, okay? Disneyland is a much more intimate park. It's a lot smaller than Walt Disney World. We do not have the vast lands, which is why Walt, once he saw Disney was doing so well, he went to Florida to expand his dream. So because he did that, the first one, the little orange groves in Orange County became, as we know as Disneyland today, is a very different type of park. The West Coast is different from the East Coast. This is not to say one is better than the other. Please don't get me wrong. But the West Coast is different. Hello, I'm Terri Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer, and this is Ask Me Anything. I don't know how long we're going to go today because many of you are at Disneyland today celebrating the party. One of the things the cast members said was, if you think this is good, meaning Tuesday when I was there, wait till Friday, we're blowing the doors off the place. The shot that's going to be held around the world. My friend, Robert Anderson, who is a tribe member of my Patreon page, mentioned to me that there's lots of press there. So it is exactly as we expected. There is lots of press, which means you could probably turn on the news and see the opening. You'll get to see the party. You can turn on a special channel. Maybe Disney Plus will have something later, or maybe Disney Plus will have something live. If they do, post it and tag me. I'd love to see what you find and you discover, as I'm so, so excited for this day to finally be here. If you're someone who's outside of California, take this upon yourselves to live vicariously through all of the people who want to share with you their experience so you aren't left out. Why? Because you're family. And the cast members are going to tell you that. They miss their Disney family. It is a different... Disney is different from any, well, It's different from many gatherings. I'm not going to say any other gatherings, because I would imagine if you're a sports fan, you love the Dodgers or you love the Ducks, or you probably had the same kind of experience, didn't you? You got super excited to sit in the seat, have a Dodger dog, and cheer your team, right? No matter who your team was. To see that get back to some sort of fashion must have made you really excited and really happy. Same thing with Disney people. And the Disney people, the thing, it just was great to see how excited they were to see each other. It is limited to 25% capacity, so be sure to ride the Mark Twain. If you're in this month coming up, May, ride the Mark Twain, because I think they have, like, when I wrote it, there were 12 people. It was it was my private ride. It was really amazing. It was really, really amazing. And you won't get a lot of sound, but I can show you some video, because I took some video so you can see it, but I don't think you'll get sound. But I can show you. Here's here is me talking, showing you the lines as we're getting ready to queue up. This is what's happening. We're queuing up. And then this one is how empty it is as we make our way towards the park. This one is a photo of how happy I am to look at how crowded that gate is. Right? There they are doing their thing as I walk. It's pretty neat. And here I turn around, meet some fans who love the coat and are excited to be here. All of these things like this, guys, I promise I will post I'll post a couple here. Most of them will be on my Patreon page. So you may be asking yourself, what the heck is the Patreon page? I would be surprised if you're asking that, but I'm going to pretend you did. So if you go here, this is patreon.com/Terri Hardin. This is a little membership site where the tribe gets together. My group is called Terri's Tribe, and they get together, and we have a Zoom call every Wednesday, and we also meet Friday and Mondays. $5 a month, you can be a part of the tribe. You get that stuff. We support each other. You want to try something new. You want to do something old. You happen to be a painter. You don't not happen to be a painter. It doesn't really matter. If you love Disney, you can go here. Let me do that better. And join the tribe if you'd like to do it. That's my Patreon page. $5 a month get you in. And there's higher levels too, but $5 a month get you in. And I believe me, I'm over delivering. I'm going to deliver as much as I can to you so you can do it. And then you also get on the Facebook page to see what we share and do there throughout the week. So if you want to do this, please do this. My friend Robert Anderson, who's with the tribe, is on Disney property right now and sharing his point of view for what he sees at Disney, as are many Disneyites. So I know that this is unusual and crazy, but yeah. Those of you on YouTube, if you are finding that you're liking this is going to be an unusual broadcast today, because I think a lot of people are at Disneyland. And if I could have done it at Disneyland, I would have. I'm going to tell you right now, if you are going to Disneyland and you're excited about Rise of the Resistance, one of my patrons, Terri's Tribe member, let me just say it that way, one of the tribe said that rather than go on Wi-Fi, which honestly, Disney's Wi-Fi is not that great. Rather than go on Wi-Fi, go on your cellular, turn the Wi-Fi off, go on cellular to join Rise of the Resistance. There are 2 times you can do it. I believe one time is 7:00 and the other time is noon. You go at that time and you can book a ticket, but book a place, a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance by not using the Wi-Fi. It gets cluttered. It malfunctions. You could miss out. But Robert said today he was very successful using cellular. You may also be very successful using cellular in getting your food. Everything on the Disney app is on the Disney app. Everything is online. So if you don't know how to do online, you got to learn how to do online, okay? And if you haven't done it, if you want to eat, you have to be able to order online and you go and pick up. Those of you who are at Touch of Disney, touch of Disney, you know what that was like. They luckily had people in line to help you order. I don't know that that exists today. It was not there Tuesday. I would have starved, or eaten enough popcorn and water. Those did not require someone to be ordering, but the rest was online. So just know everything's online. Also, if you haven't bought tickets, I think there are still some available for June. And they if you're a park hopper, they switch you. So some start at California Adventure and some start at Disneyland, and then you hop across the fence at certain times. We did not go to California Adventure. My group did not want to leave Disneyland. So we didn't do that. The one thing we did do that was very exciting was we built, Savi's workshop was open. I did not think building the lightsabers was going to be open. Honestly, guys, I did not think this was going to be available. The droid building stations are not available. Okay. That has been shut down and closed. You can go into the shop and do some shopping or get that lovely little souvenir gift card. The edition 2 of the gift card is up. I meant to bring it to show you, but I left it in the place that I am not. But I will post it later so you can see it. But the gift card number 2 in silver is available. The gift card that if you collected number 1, you know what I'm talking about. So you can get that in the place where they build the droids, but that's about it. One of the things you'll really enjoy is that the people of Batuu are doing more immersion acting. So if you ask a cast member on Batuu what they did while they were away, they're going to say, well, I went off world. And they're going to tell you about what planet and what they did for their vacation. One girl told me she never left. So it's kind of cool to do that. You'll get some great pictures with Chewbacca as he will be up and you can just stand below him and get your picture taken. So that's going to give you, kind of like you're the only one there, which is pretty neat. And then, but Savi's workshop is open so you can build a lightsaber. Now, when I was there, they allowed you to build a lightsaber, get this, guys, without paying for it. But I don't know if they're going to do that now that they're open to the public. But it wouldn't hurt to take a check. Now, I have asked Robert to verify whether or not that's still available. Because if it is, the experience is what I wanted. And I'm sure a lot of you would love just to have the experience, maybe not the lightsaber. But let's say you're thinking, is paying $220 worth it to get this lightsaber? You could, if it's available, build it first. And then if you liked it, sign up and build it for real. Build yours, right? They did say that you could build it, and then if you wanted to buy it, you could do that. But the problem is these are a certain amount of parts that are put aside, so made for builders, and there's nothing specific. So then you could go and get your specific one that you want to build. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure it's available. So, so check, okay? But that getting onto cellular is a really good tip. And I think it's one that will make it easier for you to navigate the world of Disney because their Wi-Fi. I was told by several people by several cast members, the plaids, if you will, the ones that are the guides usually, the plaids were telling me they did put several new repeaters up, but the signals, it's still rough because you've got California Adventure Park using it and Disneyland using it. So it's a lot of people because it's touchless, right? So just a grain of salt of patience. The lines may look long, but remember, everybody is 6 feet apart, and you may feel like you're playing red light, green light. I don't know why, but my head just went back to this game, red light, green light, as you sort of made your way. And if people are going to forget to social distance, that's where they're going to forget to social distance. We are so trained to group together, to stand together on top of each other at Disneyland, that just gently remind them to, just very gently, and then say that to yourself. Our group kept forgetting and going that way, and I just kind of grabbed the little shirts, pulled them back. But you'll find that some of the lines are truncated, meaning that the queue that show has been changed a bit. I hear on Rise it is a lesser experience than the full ride that we saw before the pandemic because of the pandemic. So that could be different. When I went on the Millennium Falcon, it was different. You know how they bring you all into that room and you're spoken to, and then you go on to fly the ship. Well, you do not pass go or collect $200. You go directly to the ship. So you go directly to the ship and you fly. And that's where I discovered that being a gunner is my favorite part about being on the Millennium Falcon. I really love that. Before I was kind of like, it's okay. But being a gunner was amazing. That was amazing. Oh, that was so fun. And you're flying up the ramp. Let me see if I can show you in my photos, if I can find you're flying up the ramp picture. Is this it? Let me see if this is it. This is, I'm looking. That's really annoying is what that one is. I'm sorry, but some of these can be, yeah, here it is. Here it is. So I'm going to show you this one. This is what oh no, that's the building of see, I got to tell you how people can stand being on the phone, doing it on the phone. Let me see. I think this might be it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, here it is. This is the ramp to the Falcon. Look how many people there are. There's me. There's my friend in the red shirt. She's the cast member. My friend Rebecca's behind her. But just look at how there's nobody, guys. Once you get to a certain point where you're doing this 6 distancing, there's nobody on the attraction. There's just, there's nobody. Look, walk, 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 walk. Yeah. there's no, it's just constant. It's great. You guys are going to love it. So don't let a line discourage you. Okay. And be sure to talk to all of the, cast members and welcome them back when you go back. Okay. And if you're someone out of state and you're really hungry for Disneyland, today is the day. Watch the news, get on micechat.com, watch through MiceChat. Dusty is broadcasting right now, I understand, which is why we may not have a lot of people watching me today, but, and we may keep this a little short because of that, because you guys got Disney stuff to watch. And so, I did get my vaccine yesterday. No, yesterday was Thursday. And got it Wednesday morning. And yesterday I felt like I was walking through Jell-O, a little woozy. I got the Moderna. It's my 2nd dose. And today I'm very, very tired. Everyone tells me that's about what you feel. You feel like you've just not slept enough. And that's what I feel like. I feel like I've not slept enough. So I may keep this a little short today for that reason as well. But we'll answer questions. I'll answer questions. We don't have Leo in his questions today. Leo's got some stuff he has to take care of. You remember that his mother passed away not too long ago. And what happens when you have this happen is there's a lot of stuff you got to do as a family once that happens, especially during the pandemic. It's a challenge. So we love Leo. Our hearts go out to Leo, and we'll miss him today and his questions. But let's look and see what you all have to say. If there's something I've missed, give me a shout out about it. Like if you're interested in knowing about the stamps and how you can get a red round meter, which is the May the 4th round dater in Anaheim, then let me know. Okay. All right. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of stuff. If you have a question, be sure to put it up in the comments and I'm happy to answer it. I may come up with a story as I speak with you. I usually do. Hello, Tracy. Tracy, you're always on early. Like you don't want to miss me. You really flatter me. I want to thank you for that. Good morning, May. Angie, happy Friday. Just got shot number 2. Woohoo. Yes, I did Wednesday, as I told you, and it's a little tender. Ow, 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 ow. But I'm excited. I'm also excited because my 15-day final day, my get out of jail free, if you will, is the 13th, is May 13th, which I'm super excited. My husband's is Cinco de Mayo. So I said, we'll go out and we'll have a margarita and a couple of tacos to celebrate his freedom, which is cool. So, yeah, congratulations, Angie. Aren't you just beside yourself happy? It's so freeing. And my husband thinks the other reason I might be tired is because I'm so relieved that I got my second dose. He could be right. He could be right. I miss you so much. And being at Disneyland to talk and speak with everybody, even at 6 feet away, was just, yeah, it was really special. It was really, really special. Just being able to be near you guys was special. And yay, I agree, Bonnie. Yay, Angie. Maynard's back. Yes, Tracy, I did not see Maynard, but that's because I got nowhere near Tomorrowland. One of the things you do when you're with a cast member, or you should do when the cast member has invited you, is allow the cast member kind of to direct where you're going to go and how you're going to go, unless they abstain from that. But we had a young lady with us, Rebecca, who had never seen Galaxy's Edge. And quite frankly, once we got there, she didn't want to leave. So we just hung out there an awful lot. We did make it to the Haunted Mansion. I was so excited because the Haunted Mansion is beautiful and there's nothing truncated. So you don't miss anything. Okay. But what was surprising to me was a couple of things. You know, I'm doing the Hitchhiking Ghost, right? And you know that I introduced those ghosts last October for you all to have a piece of, right? Let me just see if I can put them up in case you're new to joining us and you're like, hitchhiking what? What are you talking about, Terry? So let me just go back and see. I'm sure I have a picture here. And I will just run through. Yes, here they are. Okay, so these are my kids. And these are my ghost set. This is a lovely picture. I can't remember who took this, but one of my collectors took it when their adoptees showed up. But isn't that a great picture? What they do is illuminate, which is why the light is not consistent through their bodies, because a ghost illuminates. Some things go soft, some things go light. Took me 2 years with my team to figure this out. And it's taking a good long time to get them out to you. I apologize for that. But it is super, 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 they're wonderful. Why do I point these out? Because I rode the Haunted Mansion and a lot of epiphanies happened for me. First epiphany was that I was with a good friend, new friend, Michael. And Michael has arthritic knees, so he was in a scooter. They would not allow the scooter into the Haunted Mansion, so we put him in a wheelchair and I pushed him. So the elevator is working, okay? I asked, how do you even do the Haunted Mansion if you can't get into the elevator? And they were kind of like, oh, yeah, I didn't think of that, you know? So you go into the elevator, but what they do is there's 6 dots on the elevator, and they put you and your family on each one of these little dots around the elevator. If you are someone in a wheelchair, you will be the last one to go in. So you push in. Then the elevator does the bit that it does, and it opens up for you to get in line for the doom buggy. And you, if you're in a wheelchair, you wait till the end. So they tell you which family goes out, and then you're last going. And then they let us know that we were to stay in the doom buggy, ride through and get out. And then we were going to go up the down elevator. Now, you may or may not know that for Terri Hardin, Disney's legendary Imagineer, I've never done this. Never, ever gone up the down elevator. Always wanted to go up the down elevator. So on Tuesday, I got to go up the down elevator. It was really cool. It was super cool. And I kept thanking Michael. Thank you for being in a wheelchair today. Thank you for having arthritic knees. And he was kind of like, okay. But it tickled him that I was thanking him so much. So that was one of the things I noticed. But the reason I'm showing you my ghosts today, and it would not be responsible for me if you're looking at these and going, how can I buy these? Are these available for sale? Not telling you, yes, I have 10 sets left. So if you're interested, email me, terri@terrihardin.com. And, or you can go see them by going to terrihardin.com, clicking on online store, and you can check them out. You can even buy them if you want. But Professor Phineas, this is the thing, guys. Here's Professor Phineas. He's in the Cape. Okay. He's in the Cape because I asked you guys, do you want him in the Cape? And you all said yes. You all said this was very important. Please put him in the Cape. We don't have a ghost in the Cape. And you guys collect a lot of hitchhiking ghosts. Don't say you don't. So I put him in the Cape. I made them separate because you, the collectors, asked for it. And I put them in the Cape because you guys collectors asked for it. Guess what Disney did? Professor Phineas is in the Cape. You think they saw this? I do. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The also interesting thing you'll notice is when he's in your dune buggy, he goes back into his jacket. So that's just a little fun fact if you're out there riding the Haunted Mansion that you might want to do. It's something that just blew me away, and I was tickled by that. Very, very tickled by that. And so as I wrapped up my day, I went and did the Haunted Mansion, and it was great. The train runs. I was told by Robert Anderson, tribe member, that the train probably runs only for one shift. They don't do a double shift like they would normally do for Disneyland. They do one shift at least. They may do that for today. Robert's going to check for me also because he is actually boots on the ground at Disneyland. But when I was there, the train wasn't running in the beginning, but then it fired up. I didn't see it. And then at the end over at New Orleans Square, it was stationary and it didn't move either. And I was like, did they just pose trains there to look cool? Because the train always looks beautiful on the track. But Robert said that I probably just timed it to where I was either before they started running and then definitely I was after they started running because they end at 3 or 4 o'clock. So if you want to ride the train, be sure you do it before 4 o'clock is what Robert suggests. And I think that's a good suggestion I'm going to share with you right now. So congratulations to Maynard being back. I would have loved to have popped over there. I did run into my friend Scott, the chef who handles all the food at Disneyland. And he got very emotional, not because he saw me, but he was going to bring his family on Wednesday to see Disneyland after being gone for so long. So it was great. I'm going to tell you, it's one of the best things is to talk to these cast members. So you're really, really going to love it. You're really going to love it. It's like coming home, isn't it, Bob? Good morning, Terry and other fans. Had a great time yesterday. I told the cast members I'm glad you're back, and they were happy. See, there's Bob just confirming what I said. Good morning, Ava. Theme Park Gals, we went on Thursday. Go check out our channel. Okay, so here's another place you can go. Theme Park Gals on Thursday. Like I said, Thursday was my day walking through molasses, and today I have this weird kind of fuzziness in my head. So, but I'm going to put on this stuff. So I'm going to go check out the Theme Park Gals and see their report too. Did you guys have a good time? That's a silly question, but just asking. Good morning, Catherine. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I thought a lot of you might not be available because you were on your way to Disneyland. Margaret, good morning. Ava, I'm so looking forward to seeing all the cast members again. They are truly magic makers, and they will not disappoint you, Ava. They're not only magic makers, the magic that is made from everyone, you all there, is going to blow you away. The love that I felt going in there. Really nice. Not that you don't feel it under normal circumstances. It's just, love cubed. Morning again, Deanna. I never use Disney Wi-Fi. Mine is so much faster. Well, there you go. See, something I had not known. Okay. Sometimes my cellular was really strong. If I'd have thought to take it off cellular. Here's the other thing though. And let me say that again. I don't know if this is true, but if you were the one that booked your group together so that when you're going for like Rise of the Resistance, you're the one going to get the admission, you may find that person has to order your food as well. Yeah. That's what happened to us on Tuesday was I was trying to order food and I couldn't. And then I realized my ticket was attached to my cast member. So my cast member had to confirm that I was actually at Disneyland on the 27th and that I could order food. So he ordered food for me. They don't have to pay for it, but yeah, you get it. So you may find that that's your case. So be sure you've grouped your group together if you're going to ride Rise of Resistance or you want to go some, places together. But the person you designate is the one that's going to be doing all the stuff, right? So in this case, if Janet's so fast, I would simply have Janet connect my ticket to her and ask her to do it as we run around Disneyland. Yeah, I would say, Janet, take it away. I can only live vicariously through others. The good thing being homebound, I have lots of time to see everyone's videos, find out news daily. I am still full-time Disney just by magic. There you go. Well, there you go. So just for you, Tracy, just for you, some great people are going to share some great stuff. Sometimes in the attractions, they don't want to spoil it. But sometimes I'm sure you can find someone who's perfectly willing to show you everything that you ever needed to know about the attractions, and don't worry about spoiling it. So it's like, Hi, Wendy Cooper. How are you? I started PT Tuesday. She asked goals I had. I want to be able to climb a step so I could get into Small World boat and be able to get out. That's great. Good for you. That's great. I think that's a beautiful goal. That's a beautiful goal. And once you can do that, you can do it on other attractions too, can't you? Yeah, other attractions, because that is the one thing about Disneyland. Disneyland was actually created before the handicapped rules came in for people who are physically challenged, have trouble doing things. I know that this was the case of my friend Michael with severe arthritis in both knees. He takes only a couple of steps before the pain is just makes him tear up, and then his back, he's got a little challenge with that as well. So we worked really hard to make sure that we, didn't have to deal with a lot of steps. And that's the one thing that's great about Galaxy's Edge are these beautiful ramps that take you up and down. And he really had no trouble. He did say he wanted to go into antiquities, and that's a little challenging for a scooter. So if you go in with a scooter, it's a little easier now because of social distancing, but that antiquities is open too. So you can go in and look around. It's just less people, and you'll love it. If you went in there and it was just that big cluster, which is what happened to me. There were just way too many people in there before. It was nice and spread out. You could look at the things. You're going to really love it. And Rebecca just didn't want to leave. And so we stayed mostly there for her because she had never been. And here was an opportunity to see it in some of the best light. I really wish she could have gone on Rise. We weren't able to do that. But she'll go back. She'll be able to go back. But I was very excited for her to do it. And because they're both physically challenged, Rebecca and Michael, they had not yet had their vaccines. So we were very protective of them. And they both said it's because they don't have vehicles, they have trouble getting to vaccine sites. And I reminded them, because guys, I'm here for you. Anything I hear, when it comes to something you may not have heard, I announce it. So here's another one. If you're housebound or you're having trouble getting the vaccine, call your local fire department, because the fire department announced that they are working on taking the vaccine to you. That's right. You heard me right. So if you call your local fire department and they're not doing it yet, they will be. That's the goal of the fire department, is for every single one to be able to come out and give you your vaccine. And when I said this to Michael and Rebecca, they went, "Oh my gosh, this is great. We're right next door to a fire station." Isn't that cute? They were so excited. "Oh, well, I'll do that Monday. I'll call the fire station and I'll ask the fire station because we're right next door." So that means someone with their kit, the box, everything, however they do it, their little vaccine thing, the firemen can pop over and take care of that whole household. Anyone that's there that has had, unable to get the vaccine can get the vaccine. So if that's you, call the fire department and get on their list so that as soon as they are up and running, they will reach out to you and say, "We're ready." Okay. I understand it can be tough if you're housebound getting that vaccine. And this is an answer. All right. So I thought this was quite brilliant. So Tracy, you sparked that in my head. Thank you. Maynard was playing in the park yesterday. Oh, you guys were playing in the park. How lovely. I didn't run into him. In fact, I ran into Dusty at the beginning, and then I never saw Dusty again either. and we were going to go live together, but you think we could connect after? Busy people. Busy. So, Hello, Joseph. Great. Yes, Joseph was a big help also, talking about that Rise was open, talking about the queue being a little bit less. He kind of was the first boots on the ground for me to hear about how Disneyland was looking. So I want to thank you, Joseph. It was great. And I did have a wonderful time. Like I said, most of it was visiting and being around the cast members and my friends. Just getting to see all my friends. Cindy Fortino, who has done a nice, lovely report on Facebook. So you might go on Facebook and check that out. She had lots of pictures she shot, and she did a really nice post a few hours ago. So if you want to read about it, Cindy Fortino, check it out. I had a great time in WDW. We'll get to Disneyland eventually. Yes, indeed. And I hear WDW is doing really great. So I won't be there this year. I'm not planning on being there this year because of the simple fact that I think I'm going to withhold traveling. I'm going to keep traveling. Talk, Terry. Traveling will be at a minimum. Okay. Have you heard of Marceline? That's a dumb question. But Marceline, Walt's hometown, holds an event called Toon Fest. And I will be at Toon Fest. So I will be going to that in September. And the week before Toon Fest in September is the Disneyana Show and Sale. And they are hoping, fingers crossed, that people will go. Those are the two things I plan to do. And then in November, I plan to go see a group of my friends in Texas. As you know, Texas has been pummeled and continues to be pummeled with hail, with snow, with cold weather that they have not seen in forever. It's really causing them a lot of challenges. They're very frustrated down there in Texas. And so I'm going to go down and see them in November. I'm really looking forward to seeing my friends. I got a lot of friends in Texas, like you perhaps. But I'm going to go down there and see some people in November. I hope. This is my plan. We'll see how my plan works. Okay. But I've decided not to push travel this year. I'm going to really start my traveling in 2021. So stay tuned because I think 2022 is when I'll have my next Join Me in Paris event, where I only take 4 people with me, but we go to places you just can't believe. Just so much fun. And maybe I'll have my 2 friends that I took 3 people with me the first time. Maybe we'll have them on and they can talk about their experience and how fun it was. Originally, they just they'd never been to Paris and they wanted to fill it every day. And now they said if they did it again, I should have some more time where they can just be on their own and do their own thing and relax a little bit in between, because there's lots to see in Paris. Paris is a wonderful place to walk and explore. So when things start opening up, we'll plan on an adventure and I'll let you guys know about it in plenty of time. If you're concerned you might miss out, go to my webpage, go to my website, which is in transition, but go to terrihardin.com. And, if you opt in to let me have your email, then you can download some sketches I did of my Jewels of the Park that were offered in the park and sold out right away. So I want to give you a little something for giving me your email. Don't worry, you won't get spammed. Most people will tell you I never even talk to them. This is the most that I talk to people. But I do make a little announcement when something comes up, okay? But I'm like you. I'm not about a lot of emails. I just can't. I really like texting. Yeah. Another tip I got from Terry's tribe, we rode the train yesterday before 3:00. Yeah, it's just, thank you, Robert Anderson, again of the tribe, because I kept saying the train wasn't running. And he kept saying, yes, it was, but I was like, oh. So I also asked the question. Yeah. So I didn't get to ride the train. We didn't get to ride the train. But again, we were kind of there for the people who hadn't been to certain locations. We really let them kind of, walk us through. And I really wanted to ride Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise was closed. So they're still working on Jungle Cruise. So when you guys are at a time when Jungle Cruise is open, please give me a shout out. Let me know it's open, and then film it so I can ride vicariously through you, because I really don't want to take another ticket away from you guys until it's a little more open. Plus, I'm really waiting for the passes. We as legacy pass holders, I'd love to get a pass again. I miss it. And parking was the main reason I got a pass, to be honest with you. I just love not worrying about parking. Theme park gals, if you're still out there, I do want to give you a shout out, because I would imagine you're going to be at the May the 4th shopping event, and I could not for love nor money get on it. Got lost. I was notified about it, but when I clicked, they kept bouncing me around. So I until you find out it's all sold out, I just wanted to see the merchandise. So do me a favor and let me know if you're going to be walking through and showing this stuff. I don't know that I want anything. I just wanted to see what was available. I love looking at what's available. I'm certainly not going to buy it on eBay. So fingers crossed there's some cool May the 4th stuff. And if you're someone who is getting the stamps, remember you can pre-order the droid stamps on the ASPS.com. Click on shop and you can get those stamps sent to you. They won't be sent to you on May the 4th, but they will be sent out to you on May the 4th, and they will come and you will have them without fight. If you want to get it postmarked on a different way, let me know, and I will talk about that. Just ask the question, okay? But thank you for saying that, Bob. You love the pick of music. Thank you. Yes, Cindy was a surprise. I was sitting. We were actually trying to help me get food. And Cindy said, Terry! And I was wearing my coat and my hair, because it's very hard to recognize people behind a mask. But me, because people mostly recognize me from my hair and from my skull coat, this is why I wear it. So you don't have to worry, is it, isn't it, is it, isn't it? So that's why I do it. And Cindy knew right away. You may have heard the story of the woman from House of Pancakes who did not recognize Adam Sandler. Well, bless her heart for coming forward. She kind of made fun of herself, but it was, Adam didn't say, do you know who I am, or any of that. He just said, 25 minutes is too long. I'll go somewhere else and get my pancakes, So he was very good. I hear he's a very gracious person. I did work with him I was an extra on one of his films. So that's as close as we got to each other. I also saw him at a restaurant that we frequent here near Hollywood called Patty's. And he seems to be a really sweet guy. So I thought that was cute. But my point is, when there's a mask in front of you, for some, it's very hard to recognize. I'm not that person, but Cindy picked me out immediately, and she took that picture, and I'm very grateful that she did. I am on his fan site. Yay! There you go. See, people don't waste y'all don't waste no time. If you ever make it back to Ohio, let's do yes, we will do that. Ohio is one of the places I need to go to, because of course the Dayton Disneyana Club usually has their events during the year, and they couldn't because of the pandemic, like everybody else. And I'm really close to Anita and Gary. I love them to death, and I'd love to go and see them. Yeah, I miss them a lot. So, you kind of miss everybody, don't you? I miss people. Shelby says, hello, Terry. I wonder if you've seen Knives Out. Are you kidding? Yes. It's a good movie and really shows how talented Rian Johnson is without the constant executive meddling that happened on Star Wars. Also, Frank Oz. Well, Frank Oz is a friend of mine. You know that, right? He's a buddy. So I thought he was amazing in that. I thought he was adorable in that. I loved Knives Out. Okay, I thought Knives Out was brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love the way, I love a movie you watch it and you're like, how is this going to where is this going and how is it going to end? And it was brilliant. It was brilliant. It was fun. It felt a little like Clue, didn't it? You remember Clue? Did you ever see Clue, the movie, which had 3 different endings, which was fun because it was kind of like the game? Wasn't perfect, but it really was a fun movie. So Knives Out kind of has that Clue feel because it kind of races. It's Yeah, everybody does a great job. I'm very impressed. Thank you for mentioning that, Shelby. I'd love to get to Marceline. I've been saying it for years, but never seemed to get there. I also wanted to get back to Chicago to see the Walt Disney. Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm trying to think. One of the things is, let's see. There's something here. Welcome home, legacy pass holders from, let's see, this is from the Disneyland Twitter legacy pass holders, and they shot a photo, and many people are talking about how they are really wanting the pass. So that just came across my feed. So just so you know, they were just saying hallelujah, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking to show you if I had my sculpture. Let me see if it's in favorites. Would I be that smart? I don't know. I may have been, but I don't know. I'm going to look here, because if it's in favorites, wouldn't that be lovely? I could show it to you. But it's a 50-50 chance that it's there. But my point is this, what you're talking about in Chicago, absolutely, absolutely, and no, it's not. Doggone it. But I wanted to tell you about it, because what is eventually going to be happening in the house in Chicago, I hope they will continue to have me do it, is that they're going to put a bench out front, and they're going to, and I designed for them Walt and Lily and I don't know why yes, I do. I'm foggy today because of the shot. But anyway, it's the family, and you can sit with the family on the bench. I would have sculpted the characters. So I was hoping that I had it here, that I could show you the quick sketch. I introduced it to a lot of people a while back so that you could see what that looked like. And it's really cute. But yeah, for Chicago, yeah, that birthplace museum is what you're talking about there, Joseph. And very excited. I've never been to Marceline, so I'm super excited about going to Marceline. I can barely breathe. I'm been invited. They're going to fly me out. They said I could sell something. I'm trying to work something out that's kind of a part of Marceline. I'd like to do something that's specific to Marceline. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. And so that it's something, when you come to Marceline, you get something extra special, Marceline, if that's a word, because I hear it's a small town. I hear it's lovely. The original Autopia cars are there. That's going to be cool. And yeah, it's just going to be a really neat place, and I can't wait to go there. So it was definitely on one of my lists as of, that's what I'm just trying to see if I could find the sculpture that I did. But that is one of the things that I really, really want to do. And I'm excited to do it. And it's one of the things that's on but I'm keeping travel to a minimum, because there's a lot of other states out there that are struggling, including Ohio. I heard, Tracy, is having struggles with the pandemic and COVID-19. So we have to remember that in California, we're not the only state in the union. We're doing very, very well here. But there's states right next to us that are not doing well with the pandemic. They've had to re-shut down and everything. So we have to be careful. And we have to remember that, we're 90 degrees here today. And there are people that are fighting rain, snow, and hail. This is the California thing that we have to remember. We're on the beach wearing a bikini, some of us, and they're over there freezing. So just because we have this amazing weather and this amazing time doesn't mean it's summer, and doesn't mean everybody has it. So we have to be cognizant and work that our whole country and the whole world gets past this pandemic. So I want to go to Marceline really, really bad, and I hope that I get to do that. So thank you for saying that. I am excited to go too. I really am. I did have a question. At Dinosaurs, did you get to meet Michael Dorn? Yes. Yes, Tracy, I did. And I'm not quite sure what else to say other than a wonderful person. And we met just about everybody that was involved in dinosaurs if we happened to be in the right place at the right time. And I was there all the time. So, yes, absolutely. Thank you for the. They said midsummer for Jungle Cruise Open. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll be there. I want to see it at some point. I love it. Blaine pops up every time, right? So, yeah. Splash Mountain was open, which was really cool. And it was still Splash Mountain. So that was exciting. Did they check IDs this morning? You mean at Disneyland? If you had a ticket, I think I'm trying to think of what they did with cast members. It was all on the cast members thing, and each ticket she had electronically on her phone. So I would imagine that's the way you got it. There was some sort of electronic thing on your phone that you used, and then they took your picture, gave you a ticket and took your picture. So you had the ticket associated with what you looked like, and that's how they kept track of everything. So I hope that helps, Ryan. It was just announced the Animal Pass will be back, and I've been part of the tribe. Yes, I know, Bob. And is so entertaining. This is just a suggestion, but it's pretty cool to be with a group that cares about each other. Yay, tribe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, we know the passes are returning. Most people are concerned it's going to be a price Sugati. So, but I was saying this yesterday with my friend MJ Lizzie, who is going to buy a pass when it comes out. And the reason is if you go to Disneyland a lot, and in 2019, before the pandemic, I was there over 50 times. This makes my pass attendance super small, super, super small. The price is the best on the planet. So the pass holder is a real deal. I don't know what to expect, from them. But I think that's one of the things they're trying to figure out. Do we do levels? What do we change? What do we say yes to? What do we say no to? How do we, yeah. So we're about, for those of you who are out of state, should we continue to be good little boys and girls here in California, in 2 weeks, we are slated to go into yellow, which means more capacity for Disneyland, which means it's going to open up again and more tickets can be sold. Yay for you. And maybe they will allow you to come from other states. Now, what they may ask you is to have a vaccine card or a proof of a test. Okay. I don't know. This is a guess on Terri Hardin's part. This is strictly Terri Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer, guessing. Okay. Nothing official. I am not doing anything official. Nope. But thank you, Bob. I just love Gary and Anita, the whole gang. They're darling, aren't they? And I'll tell you, I usually stay with Gary and Anita when I get to Ohio. And one of my favorite things that I never miss is going with Gary and his little dog, Reese, to get puppy whip. Starbucks gives puppy whip for puppies, right? Yeah. So she always knows when Sunday is and puppy whip time. So I always make sure I go with him when he goes to get a puppy whip, because it's adorable to watch how excited she gets and how all of the people love that little puppy. So that little dog. But I don't know. I mean, it'll be the same because I got a puppy whip for my dog the other day. But we'll see. I don't know how Ohio is doing and what they're doing. You keep me posted on that, because I just heard there was another severe outbreak out there and you guys are struggling in Ohio. So prayers to you. I want you guys better. I want everybody to be safe. I follow around, let's see, 20 Disney YouTubers. Someone is live every single day. I really enjoy tagging along with them everywhere and chat live. Well, that's great. You just leapfrog from lily pad to lily pad, right? Tracy's leaping from lily pad to lily pad. Here, ooh, and here, ooh, and here. I think that's a great idea, because this allows you to see what everybody's point of view is, don't you? Especially if many of them are at Disneyland today. How fun is that? How fun is that? Great idea, Tracy. Shelby says, can you tell us about the Bill and Murray Caddyshack story? Yes, I can. It's not really Disney, but I don't mind if that's what you want to. This is, after all, AMA. Ask me anything. So my first movie that I really worked on diligently was Dune. Okay. David Lynch's Dune. In fact, Frank Herbert was actually on property with us while we worked on Dune, which is a dream come true for me, actually. Even though the movie was a little, making a new one, and I'm hoping it'll be cool. The sandworms look cool. So it's great. But what I realized when I was doing Dune, I was making the still suits for Dune, by the way. I realized that on Ghostbusters was coming up to be made. And we were a group of people on Dune that were building costumes. And I stunt doubled for a while for Sean Young in Mexico. And then it came a time when we were starting to think about what's next. So what happened was somebody said, hey guys, Ghostbusters, they're hiring for a new movie on Maxella. Maxella is hiring for a new movie. Ghostbusters, how about we all pile in our cars and go down to Marina Del Rey and see if we can get hired. So we all went down. And I walked in with my portfolio and I introduced myself to Stuart Ziff. Stuart Ziff is one of the people that helped John Dykstra create the Dykstra's Flex camera. And the Dykstra Flex camera is the camera that gave you all those cool space battles that you saw in episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars, right? And we all went, whoa! That's because of John Dykstra and the Dykstra Flex camera. So Stuart was there, and Stuart walked up to me, and he loved the building that he saw, but he said, I see you're a puppeteer. I said, yes, I am. And he said, do you think that being the temple dog in Ghostbusters, the one that Sigourney Weaver changes into, it will be more feminine? Well, just for everyone out there, your answer is yes. Maybe you're not thinking yes, but say yes. Okay. Don't say yes. So they had me audition, cast me, and I was cast as Sigourney Weaver's dog. From there, I ended up building the Marshmallow Man with Billy Bryant. He designed it, and then he put together a handpicked team of people to build on the Marshmallow Man down in Marina Del Rey for Stay Puft. So we built and worked on Stay Puft too. What can I do to share with you all of this fun stuff? I should be sharing pictures. Let me see if I can share some pictures with you. Just got to do a little bit of juxtapositioning here. But while I do that, so I get cast and I go over to Ghostbusters and I start to work with the team. I'm now going to be doing, I think the first shot I had to do was to go 40 feet in the air, get inside the dog and perform while Goes of the Gazarian walk back and forth. You remember that scene? Okay, cool. So I'm just working to get my thing fired up here so that I can show you what you're asking about, because visual aids are really nice, aren't they? Okay, so just give me a minute to get this all working so that you guys can have what you desire. Let's give you what you desire here. I'm working on it now. Let's play some music. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, it's not the best, but I'm doing my best. Okay, all right. So here we go. I am just looking to give you pictures that you desire. Okay, talking about Ghostbusters, I have to refresh my memory because I'm telling you, I'm still fuzzy from the vaccine. So. Here we go. Okay, so Ghostbusters. Here's the crew on Ghostbusters. There we are. And here I am with my dog. And here is the librarian ghost. I was part of that. Let me put my picture on so you guys see. This is another one. So here is the view, my view towards the Ghostbusters. Okay, and here I am 40 feet in the air. This is me right here. 40 feet in the air. Yes, my hair is different. Getting ready to do the dog. There I am. I didn't realize I had a close-up. All right. And here is the prototype for Stay Puffed. Might as well just show you everything. My friends, as we build, these are all the Marshmallow Man we built. Here we are. This is Bill right here. Here I am in the cowboy hat. My friend Mark Tyler, Eric Fiedler, as we're stretching to make the Marshmallow Man possible. Okay, so I come in to do the terror dog for Sigourney Weaver, and I see Bill Murray, and I get very excited. And I run up to Bill Murray and I say, Mr. Murray, it's such an honor to work with you on the film. My name is Terri Hardin. I'm going to be the terror dog. Just call me Terror Dog Terry. And I just want you to know I loved you in Caddyshack. And Bill Murray takes a pause. And he goes, Caddyshack. Seriously? Caddyshack. And I said, yes, Caddyshack, because I'm a puppeteer, been a puppeteer for a while, and my puppeteer mentor, friend / everything was the Gopher. He played the Gopher in the movie and in Caddyshack. And I watch it all the time, and I love you in it. I just think you're brilliant. And he said, Caddyshack, really? What about Saturday Night Live, which was huge in 1982 with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, et cetera, right? I had not seen any of them. Okay, full disclosure, I didn't have a TV. I said, well, I don't have a TV, but I've never seen them. And Bill Murray gives this face like, I had stepped in something. And Dan, he yells, Dan, get over here. Now, when I first saw Dan Aykroyd, he looked to me like Laurel of Laurel and Hardy. Coming over, big smile, his hair was kind of up, and he was absolutely adorable. And he's kind of like, what is it, Bill? And Bill says, she's never seen any Saturday Night Live. We can't have anybody on Ghostbusters that has not seen Saturday Night Live. I mean, what is the point if we don't have people that don't understand what we do? I start to freak out. Okay, this is my second film. And Dan notices that I'm beginning to crumble. He sees that tears are beginning to come out of my eyes. Like this. And Dan says, Terri, what's the matter? Bill, shame on you. Terri thinks she's going to be fired. And I'm like, well, aren't I? And they said, Bill said, nope. And Dan said, no, but we do have to fix this. So Bill Murray took one arm and Dan took the other arm, and they lifted me up, and my feet were kicking. They threw me into a golf cart. They took me to a soundstage, and they showed me 3 episodes of Saturday Night Live. Now going through my head was, please, God, let me laugh. Please let me laugh. Please let me laugh. I mean, how horrible would it have been to be between these two fellas and not laugh? Yeah, exactly. But you'll be happy to hear. I did laugh. The first one was cheeseburger. The second one was samurai delicatessen. And the third one was the one I just lost everything I had. True laughter, Land Shark. To this day, it's still my favorite. So, luck springs eternal. And I worked on the movie, and that was the most fun ever, is to be with them on the movie. But that was very, very scary. I remember telling someone that story, and he turned back to me and said, I just don't believe that story. I don't think that happened to you. I don't believe that story. Have you ever had someone, you're telling a story of your experience, and they look you in the eye and they say, I don't believe you? You know what I said? So it didn't happen because you didn't believe me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because you don't believe me, it didn't happen? What it tells me is it happened, but I'm not wasting my time telling you that story again because I don't know what's the matter with you. And that's the way I said it, as gently as I could, but no catalytic converter on me. So thank you, Shelby, for that question. But yes, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it as long as I live. Bill Murray loved punking me throughout the film. I was his favorite person to punk. Terri Hardin, person to punk. And at the end, they gave me a great jacket, which I still have today. They were just All such sweet people. Every single one of them was really sweet people. I had a question from Monday, but don't remember what it was. Can you check your paper? You wrote it down. I did write it down. What was it? Oh, was it my Norway? No, it wasn't my Norway book. And I know Leo wrote it down, but he is out of the office today. So what we're going to do is we will, I'll find out from Leo. He put it in the questions and we'll answer it next Friday. Thank you, Angie, for giving me that reminder, but we will answer it next Friday. And then I apologize for that, but Leo had some stuff to do. Also, I also remember that the trams aren't running. I think I mentioned that to you guys, that the trams aren't running. Maybe I did it like 50 times. I apologize. But don't forget that you can go on the harbor side, and there's a lot of hotels that allow you to park for a fee, but it saves you walking time, especially if you have to rent a scooter at Camelot, which I hear those scooters are faster, or you're meeting people who are renting a scooter at Camelot. You can keep your party together. So that's another tip for you. Many of those hotels along that way are doing specials for people to park there, which is pretty doggone smart if you ask me. And I'm grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful. I've donated a lot to Walt Disney Birthplace and have a brick there with my name on it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see your statue when it debuts there. Yes, they're continually raising money. I reach out to them every so often to see how things are going and tell them I love them and miss them a great deal, because what I really like to do when I start to build this is to make it an event that we hire people in Chicago. I fly out with my designs and my concepts, and then I fly out and I hire artisans from Chicago. So we will sculpt it together, we will cast it together, and we will install it together. But we'll do it in Chicago because it is Chicago's thing, right? I mean, I could do it here in LA and then fly it out, but I think it would be a lot more special for Chicago if we did it in Chicago. So I'm hoping we can. I hope it comes to fruition. Best laid plans often happen, but they may not necessarily always come to fruition. You know, it's kind of like a lot of dreams, and sometimes they happen and sometimes not. You know, Joseph, just get this one. Let's see. Yes, Reese knows well where her daddy goes. I love the pirate room downstairs. I still am staying home except for doctors only and grocery store about a month. Extra careful. It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. But Joseph, what was I going to tell you? I had it in my head and then it just disappeared. It was about the birthplace. I'll remember in a minute. The pirate room is amazing, by the way, Tracy. We're talking about just give me a minute. That fuzz is happening again. Fuzz is happening. Oh, goodness gracious. What are you going to do? But anyway, Gary and Anita's house, that's what I was going to say, has rooms dedicated to certain themes, which is really great. And it's lovely. And the pirate room is lovely. I also like it because it's cold. And I'll never forget the pirate room because that's where Guillermo del Toro, the director, told me that the piece I had sculpted for him was debuting at the Los Angeles Museum of Art. So the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, LACMA. I was in there. My work was in there and I wasn't dead. So that was pretty exciting. So that room will always be special to me. You should not told me your nickname, Terror Dog Terry. On there it was, yep, that's what they called me, Terror Dog Terry. Even when I was doing work on Marshmallow Man, I puppeteered the face on it and helped Bill O'Brien build it. And Bill was in the suit. Yeah. Do I have a picture of Billy in the suit? It's so cute. Because Bill, hello, thank you. Bill did, the suit was so big, he could read books. So let me see if I have his book reading picture. I don't know if I do. Yes, I do. Here we are. So here's Bill in between takes reading. So he had a whole library in the belly of the Marshmallow Man. Isn't that cute? I thought it was really cute. So, yeah. So, you know, we do what we need to when the time, you know, it was cool. It was cool. It was really fun. It's a really, really fun experience. I'm grateful to be there. We had a blast. Love seeing your pictures and videos you took. We are going back Sunday. Yay! Are you guys going to the May the 4th? Are you doing the May the 4th shopping event? Because you guys just seem like someone who would just be down there doing it. If you see anything that would be good for me, buy it and I'll pay you back, okay? And now I'm negotiating. You see how I did that? Because I didn't get in there. I did not get a shopping pass, so I can't go down there. I really wanted to too, because I just wanted to see what was available, but it's not going to happen. I was just starting to type what 3 they showed you. I know them all by heart. Those were in my top choices. I would have shown you, but they are many more, many, many, many more. Yes, I know. But that's the idea, right? That's the idea. Show what you can, right? Show what you can. Exactly. Maybe I'll remember by next week. Angie, don't worry about it. Like I said, Leo was going to give me a list of questions, but today he just couldn't. He had personal business to attend to. And I knew this was going to be a little short today because a lot of people are at Disneyland and I'm feeling a little fuzzy. So I won't be here for a long, long time. But I will be here for a little bit more, because I love you guys. And it's fun to do this, right? It will be interesting if they get their expansion authorized. Oh, yes, it will. Yes, it will. And always interesting. Okay. Always very, very interesting. So I'm excited for them. I don't know. I'll tell you, if they need an expansion, it's because they got so much Disney stuff. Like y'all do. Here's a tip for people going to Disneyland. Michael says, stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham. It's 15-minute walk to downtown Disney. Once in downtown Disney, take the monorail. It's faster. The only challenge is if the monorail's operating, and right now, as far as I know, it is not. Please confirm that, those of you Disneyites out there. But when we were there, the monorail was not functioning. It was not functioning at all. So the best thing to do is to stay on the harbor side. One of my favorite hotels, thank you, Keith Rogers, is the Best Western that they have that's right next to there's a restaurant and then the IHOP. It's really fabulous. And it's like a minute away from the Camelot where they have the scooters if you need them. And then it's right there at the stoplight at Harbor. So it's a hop, skip, and a jump. And they're wonderful people. And they had a $15 a day stay when I was there to park your car. I don't know if that'll be the case today or tomorrow, but you can always check. But I love that hotel. I love the people there. All of them are so nice. Antoinette, Victor, Leslie, all of them so sweet, so kind, so wonderful. That and the hotel room was fantastic. I loved it. I was sitting the night before and building all my stuffers. For those of you who have adopted the blacklight ghost, you see they're all single, but they need to be together so that the spacing works. There's the spacing so that each ghost fits in and is safe, right? So that's what's happening, and that's what I'm doing. I haven't glued this one together yet, but I cut them all. I cut an extra one. I don't even know how I did it. Me and math. But yeah, super exciting, super, super wonderful. So you might think of that. That's a cool place. Cool. We will look for Star Wars things for you. We are dressing Star Wars attire. So you are going. I knew you were. Yeah, keep me in the loop, would you? I'd appreciate it. I really would like to see what that's like. Don't know, like I said, if there'll be anything that I actually want, but I'm curious about the event. I would have gone, guys, if I could have figured out how to even get to where you click to see if you could get a pass. It was not going to happen for me. It just wasn't in the cards. So hopefully next time. Yeah. Leo deserves a break, and so do you. Thank you, Angie. You're very sweet. Today, I'm only going to take one because a lot of people are at Disneyland, or you want to get to watching Disneyland stuff, which I don't blame you. And for me, I'm just a little fuzzy from the second dose of the Moderna vaccine. That's all it's done, is kind of made me a little achy and fuzzy, a little bit of a headache. But other than that, nothing. No fever, no bad stomach, none of that. Some people have had it, but I haven't. David says, my friends from Knott's Berry Farm just had a cast member party getting ready to open. That's really cool. And I also heard that the water parks are opening. I have no idea how that's going to work. The water parks are talking about opening in May or June. And I'm like, how do you do that? Because water, you know how water parks are. You maybe, I don't know. If you go to a water park when it's open, let me know how it works. Because that's the one thing I always worried about the beach. You're swimming, a current takes you, you pop up, there's another person. You're not vaccinated, or, you know, back in the day when people were going and this was really running rampant, I thought the beach is the last place you really want to be. So please, David, keep me posted on that. I really want to go to Knott's and get some boysenberry pie and chicken. Terry, you are a real trooper. We appreciate you going on even when you're not doing well. I'll feel better in a while. Thank you for saying that. It's easy, but I got to see you as much as you see me. You know, the reality is, I mean, you know, don't let me put it on you, okay? I'm just as excited to visit with you as you are with me, I hope. And I want to thank you for visiting with me, okay? But I really enjoy visiting with you every Monday and every Friday. Yeah, I'm busy. Don't get me wrong. April is challenging, but I'm here every time. And one of the reasons is because I love being with you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's something that's very important. And ring the little bell so you can... Right now, I mean, we're putting all my content. We're collecting all my content. I don't know if I've told you guys this story before, but I could not figure out how to upload to YouTube for like 2 years. True story, guys. Absolute true story. And my husband said to me, there's no reason not to create content just because you don't know how to upload on YouTube. So I created content. I'm good at documenting my stuff. But what my husband failed to tell me is I should have saved it in an organized fashion. So it's all over everywhere. And he's going every day to me as he tries to gather over 2-3 years of content that I filmed wherever I went. So as soon as that happens, some of the stuff may be, you know, from the past, but you guys love to see what's happening from the past, i.e. Ghostbusters. So I don't mind that. And maybe what I'll do is say, this is a chance to go back in time. And look at what I did a few years ago. See? So it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll start posting. And one of the things I'm going to post here on YouTube that won't be live is a lot of the Disney videos when I went Tuesday, just because I think you might like seeing them. You're really going to love. Okay, let me tell you one thing you're really going to love. You're going to love seeing our friend Rebecca meet Chewbacca for the first time in Galaxy's Edge. It's adorable. And she's not a kid. She's a full-grown woman. But it's just so cute. You'll get a kick out of it. And Chewie handles it. You know, he takes care of it with a grain of salt. He is absolutely adorable. So I will show that. When did I get Dose 2? Wednesday at 9:45. Yeah, 9:45. And then I came back here and did a Zoom call with my tribe. So, and then Wednesdays are busy for me because what happens is I belong to the Universal City Chamber of Commerce. That was our morning meeting. I did the best I could to be on it, but I had some challenges staying on it. I did the best I could to be on it. And then after that, the shot, then we wait, and then back 11 a.m. we do the Zoom call with the tribe. We always never miss it. Don't want to miss it. And then after that, I have lunch, I make lunch, and then I meet with my friends in Texas at 3. That goes from 3 to 5, you know? So Wednesday is a busy day for me online. And after the dosage, I probably should have cleared that calendar. But like I just said to you today, I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. And my husband is really... So after this, I promised I would clear my calendar and rest, except for I am going to send the videos to the cast member because I did some recordings of her building her lightsaber, and she's so excited. So I made her wait a couple days, and now I'm going to make sure that I get those. But that shouldn't be too hard. I can support my back with some pillows and lay down a little bit, and then all I have to do is just, you know, send them to her email. So I did little, you know, because my husband was saying that, you know, rather than doing a big giant video like these lives, Do little bites. So that's what they are. They're little videos, the bites. So you're not going to get like this, which is hours, right? You're going to get little bites, and you can watch them. They're like, I don't think I have one that's over 2 minutes. I think they're all under 2 minutes. I know, a shock, right? It's a total shock. You'll see them and you'll go, wow, I'm shocked, Julie. I can do it, you know. And I plan to cut these down and make highlights. You've heard me say that before, is to have just the questions. So you guys, if you don't want to eat the whole sandwich, you can have little bitty bites, you know. But for the pandemic, I want to stay strong. As long as you guys need these longer at times, I want to keep them happening for you. But as Disney opens up and as your states open up, you're going to have less and less time to sit around and listen to me yammer. But I will still be here at least an hour, hour and a half on the Ask Me Anythings, and a half hour to an hour on the Mondays ones. Okay. So that will be, I'm going to do, those will be my normal times. I did that before, like a half hour during Mondays for the live, and then an hour to an hour and a half for Ask Me Anythings. Okay. So right now they're going about 3 hours, 2 or 3. Like today, we're going to probably hit at around, let's see, it's 10:45. So we're at an hour and 20. So we're probably going to be between 1.5 to 2 hours today. But okay, you know, the reason I'm not really looking to do a long one is because a lot of people are really excited to celebrate this Disney thing. And I am too. I want to go watch it as well. But I didn't want to miss you guys. So that's what that's all about. Feel better, take Tylenol, help, drink lots of water, Gatorade. Yes. And that's what Bob Burdine told me. Okay. So Bob Burdine showed me how to prepare for the dose. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm just a little bit because I drank lots of water. I'm still drinking lots of water, and Tylenol. That Tylenol's, not kidding about that Tylenol. It's really great. I had this pain yesterday, which was Thursday, that went from here all the way down my spine, rested in my hips for a while, and then hung out in my legs. And that was really bizarre. That's just, and my arm, just everything felt like it had this subtle kind of pain. And then when I got up, it was like, tea. You know what I mean? Walking through Jello. So I'll get past it. It's no biggie, but it sure is weird. It's weird. I know I'm talking normally, but it feels like I'm talking like Dory did. We won't tell. I know you won't. You guys are great. I love your enthusiasm and energy. Are you health conscious? What type of vitamins do you take? Connie Lane, how are you? And thank you for asking that. A lot. I love, is it turmeric? I love that. Somebody sent me shots of turmeric, and oh my gosh, I couldn't do the shots, but I love the pepper and turmeric infused capsules. I like those. Take a probiotic, take vitamin Bs. I have a lot of Herbalife products I like. Cell Activator, Brain Health, Nightworks. Yeah, there's a ton. There's a ton. There's a ton. Yeah, 3 times. A multivitamin 3 times a day. Yeah. But I did not do that on the day of the vaccine. I have to be honest with you. I only took my medication, Connie, and then I left it alone for that day because I did not know if they would affect my dose. And I had not asked that question. So I did not take them that day, but I started up again on Thursday. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good. But yeah. And then I eat my heavier meal in the middle of the day and my light meals in the morning and the evening, because that's just the way I think that works better for my digestion, honestly. And then I do eat a protein before bed because my one of the greatest doctors in medicine said to me that you'll be starving in the morning, which is why breakfast is so important. But if you want to have like an apple and some chicken or nuts or something, so that your body has something to work on when you're sleeping. And that really helped me sleep better. I couldn't believe what a difference that made. So thank you, Connie, for asking me that question, because it definitely brings it front of mind to everybody, right? Yeah, it does. So, hey, we're at the end of our questions. So I'm going to take this opportunity to sign off today. Like I said, I'm feeling a little, so I think I will say goodbye. Have a lovely, 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 lovely weekend. And let me know, did you go to Disneyland? Are you planning on going to Star Wars? I will be back here on Monday. Monday, we will talk about the dinosaur contest. It's still happening. I have some stories. I know I haven't done much. April turned out to be for me. So just very, very busy. So I didn't want to pile it on. So love you so much. You guys have a good time. Enjoy your weekend. It's hot, hot, hot here. And we will see you soon. Terry can come to Hattie. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, it's true. I helped Bob. We love it. We love it. It's got tons of things that are good for you. Anyway, I love you guys. Do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel so much better. And did you hear about the person or people, the girl who's on, I think she's TikTok or Instagram, who people send her money and she gives people in the service industry, restaurants and waiters and waitresses and stuff, big tips. I did that a long time ago. If you want to hear my big tip story, I'll tell you next time, but it really does make you feel good. So please do something nice for someone else. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you. You're worth $1 million to me.